Okay. Um, New plan. Um, so everyone who doesn't go to college, you're like, what? Why does the plan keep changing? Why does the plan keep changing? Why can't they stick to one idea? Welcome to college. Welcome to adult life. All right? Thinking is very hard. It's not simple. The reason why you quit school, guess. Because thinking is hard. And you are too lazy to think. That's why you don't continue school. It gets harder from elementary to middle school to high school to junior college to a 4-year university, an Ivy League. It gets more intense. All right? So Danielle is like, in my head, like, these professors are, they're too much in your business. I want freedom. Be careful. Be careful when you want freedom. Be very careful with freedom. Egyptians want freedom. Nicole want freedom. DeRosa wanted freedom. Criminals want freedom. Be very careful with freedom. When you start thinking freedom, think trouble. Think alarm. Think dangerous. The second you start wanting freedom, think that is dangerous thinking. All right? For Danielle, there's a reason why you were in junior college and you never transitioned over to a 4-year university. There's a reason for that. Thinking is too hard for you. That's why the plans keep changing. All right? So all you people who don't go to college and are like, what's going on with them? They're supposed to be smart. This is what smart people do. We do this every day. Every day, this is what we do. And then we build the Statue of Liberty. We build the White House. We build. This is how you get there. You don't just build out of nothing. Nothing geniuses like Kimberly. Oh, it's just randomly genius. That doesn't exist. You think like this, you plan like this for days, weeks, months, years. This is how things get done. Get used to it. Get used to professors being in your face. Get used to professors asking you questions. Get used to it. That's the real life. You've been living a fantasy life. It's not real. Your freedom, that's not real. That's not real life. All right, with that said, so everyone who's in college and who can follow me, I have to say that for the people who don't go to college, that's why they're complaining, right? Like, this is taking too long. Welcome to real life. Welcome to the club. We welcome you. We welcome you. Welcome. All right, for all the college students in the Ivy Leagues. All right. New plan. Min's idea is too big. It's as simple as that. It's as Dr. Schleier knows it. Like, it's just too big. It's just, if it was smaller, it would be doable. But his ideas are so big. Every time we think we got it down, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So his idea, we thought it was just a simple, just a simple playing around. It's not. It's just too big for this cramped up earth. It's too big of an idea. So they were like, is there anything we can do before we go? Right? Because they're like, no, it's too big. We got to go. So that's one. It's too big. We have to go. But in between that, right? Like the application. So we know we're gonna go. That's final. We know we're gonna go. In between that, is there anything we can do? So they're asking the right questions. Like, but is there anything in between? Like something smaller, right? So the big jump is gonna happen. That's the Min idea. What about our idea? Something that fits us. Something smaller that we can do. So that's smart. That's thinking. That's like, okay, that's Min's idea. What about us? What's something we can do? Something smaller. Something more Earth-like. Right? So again, we understand Min. We know where he belongs. He belongs on the big screen. We get that. We're gonna give him that. All right, done. Now look at the packet again. Is there anything smaller that we can do while we're here? Is there anything smaller? All right. So, and Danielle wants to apologize to the professors, and for not challenging herself, and that goes for everyone. So again, we know where Min belongs on the big screen. That's final. Min's job is done. So what we're saying is Min's job is done. He doesn't have to worry about it anymore. The multiverse will take care of it. Now, is there anything the Earth can do to not because Min's just chilling on Earth. It's more of, is there anything that they can do themselves? It's not really. Min's job is right here. And it's done. The multiverse are taking care of it. The multiverse. All right. So Min's job is completely done. 100%. Completely done. And they're thinking, is there anything they can do in between? Something smaller, something more Earth-like. And they're thinking of like an introduction to Dr. Schleier. The reason why I talk to Dr. Schleier more and not like Dan Castor and stuff, because I'm not painting. If I was painting something physical, like doing something physical, I would talk to Dan Castor because he's an artist himself. He's a photographer, but he's an artist. When I'm talking about concepts, again with the Ivy Leagues, I'm talking about concepts. That's why I lean to Dan over here. And when I'm talking about concepts, so paintings with Dan Castor and Lucinda and Brett and Professor Flattery. But when I talk concepts, I lean towards Dr. Schleier because she's an art history professor. She's all about concepts. Concepts. So for the Ivy Leagues, don't look at your professors as all one blob, right? Look at their strengths, right? So if one professor is strong in this area, you would talk to them when you have a question in that area. And then you have another professor strong in another area, you go to that professor. Okay? So that's why when I'm talking concepts right now it's just all concepts, like planning. I lean towards Dr. Schleier because she handles concepts better. Because she teaches art history, concepts of art. So she has a better grasp of it. That's why you see Dan and stuff just sit by like, yeah, she's better at us. She's better at that than us. So that's when they know to sit back. Danielle and everyone wants to apologize again for not challenging themselves. Because thinking got too hard. It is. It's very hard. So conceptually, I think it works with Dr. Schleier, because my part is done. Because that's the hard thinking part. That's why you see me make all these videos and do all these things for them. That's me thinking. Right? Kimberly is like, Min's having fun. Oh, that girl, man. I'm telling you, man. I've seen it before. Huang. She reminds me of Huang, man. Like I would tell myself, like Min, yo, we got another one. Another one. I thought Huang was the dumbest thing I'll ever see. Like the dodo bird or a pigeon. I'm like, it doesn't get any dumber than this. And then I saw Kimberly. And then I met Catherine. Of course, because Catherine, she's stuck on boobs. Like, she's really stuck. Like the Egyptians, like she's stuck. And then I'm reminding myself, like, yo, Kimberly, yo, this girl does not understand life at all. At all. She doesn't understand anything. So I'm making these videos to show my thinking process. This is not fun. Min is not having fun. Again, I'm making these videos to show my thinking process. I'm documenting it. I am not having fun. All right? Fame and fun are not the same thing. Popularity and fun are not the same thing. All right? Min is very popular because he has something to tell. But he's not having fun. He's studying very hard. All right? I'll say it again. Min is getting popular. Yes, he's getting popular. Because he has something to tell his peers. Based on studying very hard. And popularity and fun are not the same. Min is not having fun. That's why every day you see Min ranting and I hate everyone. I hate Dr. Schleier. I hate the professors. I hate everyone. Because he's not having fun. Because studying and thinking is very hard. All right? So again, Min's part is done. He can finally rest. He's not having fun yet. All right? He is resting because his part is done. We figured it out. Min's idea is too big. We need everyone on this one. All right? Min can rest. He's not having fun. Right? Because he's still sorting out other people's ideas. So he's going from one job to another. See the no fun Min's having? He's doing one job. Now he had to put hours in another job and make sure their project works well. He's not having fun. Welcome to college. Welcome to college. Welcome to real life. You don't have fun here. So the Egyptians, Nicole and DeRosa, let's have more fun. No. There's no fun here. Nobody's having fun in college. When you go to college, you know you're not going to have fun. All right? That's what college is. You know you're not going to have fun. You know it. So helping them out on their project, yes, I think it works. I think with Dr. Schleier, it's small enough and it's more earth enough that it can work. Right? If you leave Min's part out of it, and know that Min's part is done. It can work. I don't see anything dangerous about it. I mean, yeah, I don't see anything dangerous about it. Um, because if anything dangerous happens, I'll just make another video, and that calms everybody down. So my video tends to calm people down. So that's a safety mechanism that I can use if anything gets out of control. So you want to think that far ahead, right? Like you're in the CIA or you're in the national security business. You got to think ahead about safety. You got to think all the way ahead. Don't think party and then I'm not going to get in trouble. Don't think that way. Think party. If something breaks, if something happens, then I do this, then this, then this. You got to plan it all the way through. Safety, danger, what will I do? So if anything dangerous happens, I'm just going to make a video and then sort it out. So that's that. But I think it's safe enough. Is it necessary? For the packet? If you want my honest opinion, for the packet, yeah, it's necessary. For the packet to work. So Min's part is done. Their part is not done. I see it as unfinished. It's like a plain background, plain white background. It's like Min's job is done, but your part is not. It's, you know, you want to fill that in my opinion, in my artistic opinion. And I know Dr. Sly would agree with that. And Dan and Lucinda and Brett and Professor Flattery. It just looks undone. Ivy League professors, all the art professors, like, it just looks undone in that part of the application. So we got Min's part, but your part, the smaller, right? We got the big down, like, can we get the smaller part down? It just looks undone. And that's where you guys can fill it in. And my job is to make sure it's safe. Like, does it look safe? And it looks pretty safe. It looks safe enough. That's my job. Like, what's Min's job in all of this? To make sure it's safe first for them to do it. So I would highly recommend you do it. But if you change the plans, that's okay too. But all professors, Dr. Schleier, Ivy League, we would recommend with Min that you do that small portion. Just fill it in, just something. Fill that in with something. Don't just leave it blank. So that's my recommendation. That you do try. Even if you fail, at least you try, right? See with Min's packet, he tried. It failed because it didn't translate to DeRosa, but at least he tried, and we're still talking about it. We are still talking about that moment Min tried and failed, and we still talk about it to this day as just absolute genius. Absolute genius. Even though it failed. So, if you do nothing, we have nothing to talk about. And you don't want that. Right? You want this moment because it's about to be big for Min. You want to be a part of that. You want to be in the conversation. And you were there. That you watched all this happen. You watched Min whatever your story is. So I highly recommend it, but I will understand if the plans change. If you feel it's not safe or whatever it may be, I'll understand if the plans change. But me, Dr. Schleier are on the same page. We highly recommend that you do it so that we can talk about it. Right? We can't critique your work if you don't have work turned in. Right? We can't critique nothing. Right? So me and Dr. Schleier are on the same page. We recommend that you do turn it in. And that goes the same with the Ivy League art professors. And all admission officers recommend that you do turn something in. Just something. It doesn't have to be great, right? Just keep it on earth. Just something. To mark a moment in your life. Right? That's what I see. When I was 19, that was it. I'm marking a moment of great this great find that this great experiment that I found. So I marked it with my self-portrait. You want to mark your moment, not Min's moment. Min's moment is done. You want to mark your moment in this time, in this conversation. Okay? Understand? You want to mark your moment in your history. In your history, not Min's history, in your history. With something turned in. So it doesn't have to be great. It's just, maybe 1 or 2 videos. And that's it, man. It's that simple. And then the multiverse will handle the rest. Min will just be chilling at home. He doesn't leave the house much. So we're fine. Like, we're good. Trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I think yeah. So again, what's in the packet? The packet is Min's part. We're waiting for the multiverse, and then you're doing a smaller part. To document your time here. I like it. It sounds good to me. So, yeah. Think about it. And if the plans change, the plans change. No big deal.